All right, everyone, my name is Solomon, better known as PCG here on YouTube, and welcome to day 11 of Minecraft Survival. We've been going strong 11 days in a row. There have been times that I've ended up posting these at like 4 in the morning or whatever for the day before, technically. But we're going strong on day 11, playing every single day, and making some progress here. Feel like some things are a little bit slow going, but I'm having a ton of fun with this series, and I hope that for those of you that have been watching each day, I hope you're having fun with this as well. So right now I'm going through and just kind of digging through some gravel because I figured this would probably be a good idea to go through and get myself a decent amount of flint just while I had the time sitting here right now. I've got 27 flint on me, and I need what would be really nice is to eventually just have. I think you can get fortune shovels. I think. I've never really had a fortune shovel before, but I'm pretty sure you can, and that should help me with this. But then as I was sitting here thinking about that, I realized that it might actually be a better idea to like once I get all of my villagers and stuff going over here, I can probably just trade for arrows way faster and easier than doing this all the time. So I'm thinking that that's probably going to ultimately be the plan, is to just get a bunch of different types of villagers, and then things like this will no longer really be an issue because I can just trade all the time. That's 30 flint, so I'm going to stop right there. I've got 19 arrows on me right now. I've just been feeling like I've just been feeling like I need to make sure that. Wait, is this where this isn't even where I've been keeping this stuff, is it? I've been keeping it over here. I need to make sure that I've got the flint available because yesterday all those issues that arose with going into the nether and the nether, sounds like I'm drunk. Going into the nether and not having arrows and stuff like that, I was just like, you know what, if I just have flint ready at my disposal, then it'll make life easier with that kind of thing. So, took the time to do that. So, got some flint ready. Again, once I get like the villagers from over at the village over here, I think that'll kind of solve some of my issues with certain resources. So, I've started putting the walls up here a little bit, and now that these chest corners actually have walls going up behind them, I like this design a lot more than I did before, because originally when I was putting these chests up and kind of designing these corners, I was like, I don't know that I love the look of this, but now that it's got a backdrop, I think I like it. But the reason that I left these open is because what I'm deciding now is, do I want to just do dark oak all the way across these walls? Or do I want to, it's definitely not going to be just solid dark oak walls, but I'm considering, do I put other colors in the walls, or, crap, how did he hit me twice? Or do I do just really big windows? And I feel like windows is what I'm leaning towards, but I'm just trying to decide what size. So for these walls, what I'm thinking is maybe doing windows that are the size of these squares here. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, so like 5 wide windows. And then maybe doing like a single window here, like single pane, something like that, possibly on both sides. And then on the back, that's still what I'm trying to decide. And then, of course, today I need to get, and I don't think we're necessarily going to mess with the walls too much today, but I also need to get my enchanting stuff going today. And real quickly, too, something else that I was thinking about looking at is before beginning recording today, what I did was I ran around and placed a whole bunch more torches down. And by a whole bunch, I mean I think I had like a stack of 40. So I feel like the general area is pretty well lit up at this point. But see, I've still got like stuff like this going on where stuff is spawning. And, oh crap, you know how often I forget that natural regen is off? I forget so often that I do dumb things like that, like take fall damage. But yeah, so there's still some areas here where stuff is spawning, and it doesn't, as I mentioned before, it doesn't matter if things spawn. I'm just trying to get a big enough radius surrounding my base to where when things spawn, they're not going to know about me, because they're spawning from too far away. And really what I should do is I need to take both of these mountains down, because then I don't even have to worry about lighting those, because those are going to go away anyway. So another thing I need to do is I need to get the rest of these trees down, because I've started using the mangrove wood within the build. So because of that, I need to get those trees chopped down to be able to get the rest of the wood that's in there, but also just to get rid of all the extra like crap that spawns with those. I hate so much that the mangrove trees spawn with all of those roots and stuff. It's just annoying, and it's a bunch of clutter. So I just want to run around now and get these last few torches down. I think that as I've been walking around at night, because I've been kind of in the world for the last maybe 15 minutes prepping for this episode, and as I've been walking around, I've noticed that not too many things seem to be pathing to me anymore. I think that I've got a decent radius lit up, but there were a couple of times I was standing there and randomly something would path to me, which made me realize, okay, so there's some pieces of the general radius surrounding this place that are not lit up nearly enough. And at this point, I feel like I've placed multiple stacks. Well, I shouldn't even say feel like. I know that I've placed multiple stacks of torches in this area. At this point, I'm guessing that I've probably used like 5 stacks in this area around here. Ooh, I'm not going to deal with a witch right now. That's just not going to happen. So clearly there's still stuff here that needs to be lit, because even just walking through here I see more dark patches. But I think this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and chop down the rest of this, or I guess not chop down. I'm going to go ahead and dig out the rest of this mountain or hill. It's not really a mountain. So I figure I'll get rid of this. And so then this will be out of the way. I won't have to worry about lighting this. I can just light a flat area around here, and it'll be nice because it's going to give me a much better view of my surroundings. And since I'm planning on putting some big windows on this side, it'll be nice to be able to see all the way out here and kind of see across the landscape a little bit. And something too with digging this out is, as I was lighting before the episode and just kind of throwing torches down, I started going down into one of those tunnels that I've mentioned the past few episodes that I know stuff is spawning inside of. And I think at this point, I've seen probably 3 or 4 tunnels around here that probably all sort of lead to the same cave system. But I need to go through each of those and light them up. That way I stop getting the issue where at night, or really even during the day, I'm just walking around and hear zombies moaning and skeletons, bones clanking around and stuff. Because if I can get those tunnels lit, then that's not going to be an issue anymore. So that's another thing I got to do. So many things need to get done. It's not all going to get done today, but we're gonna work on as much of it as possible. And something else I just remembered too, actually, is since I want to get the enchantment area going, I really need to go over to the villages and chop down some of their bookshelves, because then I don't even have to worry about necessarily getting all the resources for books myself. So I need to go do that today, most likely, and I've got to go over to that over to that ruined portal that I missed when we were out exploring a couple episodes ago. Because if I can go over there, I can get the last piece of obsidian that I need for the enchantment table, because I've had such a hard time finding just a lava pool to dump water over. So I figure going over to that other ruined portal to get more obsidian is probably my best bet. So anyway, I'm going to get the rest of this mountain, or I keep calling it a mountain, I'm going to get the rest of this hill pulled down, and then I might move on to this one, because that one's got to go too. But we'll see. So I'm gonna pull this down, and I will be back shortly. Whew, this has been quite the process, digging this hill out, and I don't know why looking at it initially, I was like, oh yeah, I mean, it's a lot of dirt, but it's not going to take that long. It has taken probably, I'm guessing I've been here digging for like 12, 13 minutes, and I mean, I guess it's not that long, but for some reason, I was just thinking that I was probably going to kind of fly through taking this hill down, but it's been a lot of stuff. I mean, look at my inventory. Like, that's a lot of dirt that I've dug out of here. And as I've gotten towards the bottom here, I've seen that there's this whole patch of stone too, so I'm gonna have to pickaxe this out real fast too. And I'm gonna wait on this hill. Initially, I was saying that I might jump over to that one, but now that I've seen how long this one took, I'm gonna just say that we'll do that one later. And later means probably just another day. And probably what I'm going to want to end up... So there's stone here, and I think that I'm probably going to dig all this out and switch that over to dirt so the grass will grow there. And I think I'm probably going to do the same thing here, because I feel like leaving stone as an upper level for the ground is just not going to look super good. But in some ways, I'm not overly concerned about it right now, because I don't know what all I'm going to build in this area. So the next build very well may just cover this section, and it won't really matter if there's stone here. But I'm thinking all this layer is probably going to have to go as well and get it switched over to dirt so that we can get some nice fresh grass growing. But for now, I will refrain from that just because I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do here yet. I'm going to kill this cow real fast. Appreciate you giving... Oh, wait, my inventory's full, though. Let me get rid of the seed. I would rather the beef. And also, I got this gold helmet in my inventory because I killed a zombie before I started the episode. So let's see here. How much dirt is this going to be once I pop this into this chest? This is probably going to hit the max capacity of this double chest just with dirt. Not quite, but look at that. That's a lot of dirt. That's a whole lot of dirt. So what I'm going to do now real fast is I'm going to go run to that ruined portal because I think that that's probably the most important thing to do at the moment. That way I can get... Ooh, I'm glad that I thought about this, though. I need to make sure that I have my diamond pick with me, or else I'm going to run all the way over there for absolutely no reason. And the time of day, yeah, I'm going to need to bring a bed as well. And I think that I left a bed over by the farm. So I'm going to run over... Oh, and actually... Okay, I keep forgetting things. My goodness, what is going on with my brain right now? I should bring healing potions as well. I think that's why I'm forgetting that, is because of the fact that I haven't had the potions up until this point. And now I finally have the opportunity to use potions, which is sweet. And as I was looking into it after yesterday's episode... Oh, look, a lead. That's kind of nice. Did he... That must have come off of one of his llamas, I would imagine. Yeah, but as I was looking yesterday into what's going to be more helpful, these Potion of Regeneration 2s, or if I do Potion of Regeneration 1s, but that are extended. And it seemed to me that people were largely saying it's more helpful to use a Potion of Regen 1 that lasts longer, because of the fact that it lasts... I think... You can make it last, is it 2.5 minutes? I feel like it's a long time. It's either 1.5 minutes or 2.5. I know that's kind of a big difference, but I know it's a while. And where the heck is this? Where is this bed? Maybe I didn't leave this bed over here. But regardless, that's kind of what I've been seeing, is that it may actually be better to be utilizing Potion of Regen 1 because of the fact that it lasts so much longer. So I guess in the long run, you really get more health back. Even though Potion of Regen 2 is stronger and it's going to give you, like, I guess, health back faster. The other one, in the long run, you're going to get more hearts from. So let's see how will this get me. So I'm down 6 hearts right now. So I've been curious, if I utilize this, will it get me all the way... Oop, that's not what I wanted. Will it get me all the way back up to full? And you know, now that I think about it, I should do a glass bottle for the outside of this instead. I think that's going to look better than nether wart. Okay, so that got me all the way back up, and I still have 5 seconds left. So I guess for now, those are probably good, maybe a good thing to stick with, just for... like general healing, because of the fact that I could probably let myself get all the way down to like 1 heart and then use one, and it'll take me back up to full. But then probably utilizing the longer Potion of Regen 1s, that might be useful for when I'm, like, let's say when I go to fight the Ender Dragon or something, because of the fact that even though it's not as strong, it'll protect me for a longer period of time. So it's probably not a bad idea. So it just depends on the situation. So is that... Yeah, so that's full grown. So it's a little bit hard to tell. I think that, yeah, those couple aren't full grown. I feel like it is. It's kind of tricky to tell when these phallic objects have made it to complete status. I guess we could say. But that got me a decent amount just from breaking those down. I mean, even after replanting, I've got 32, so that's not bad. And I need to probably get a chest set up over here so that I can drop those, maybe drop them in there when I'm done. And then I want to breed my cows real fast because look at all these cows going on. Lots and lots of cows. And like I've mentioned, I want to switch this over, though, to where basically the walls or the pen is no longer fences and instead is glass. Like I want to build almost like a modern looking farm or a modern looking pen or something. So I've got some ideas for that. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like yet, but all right, is that everybody? I think. See, here's what's weird. I don't understand why the babies will eat it. Because I've noticed, oh crap, you gotta be kidding me. I'm just gonna let him grow. I was gonna kill him, but I'll let him grow. I don't know why the babies eat it. I don't know if it helps them grow faster or what. And I'm just gonna go without a bed because I keep walking away from my base without one. So I'm just gonna say screw it. But yeah, that's what I was noticing the other day, is that the babies will eat the wheat. And then you're kind of just wasting wheat, but I don't know if it helps them grow faster is kind of what I'm saying. So maybe it's not a waste. Maybe if you feed them enough, they'll grow a little quicker. I don't really know. But I will be right back again because I'm going to run all the way over to where this ruined portal was, and I don't remember exactly where it was. So I might be running around in circles for a second, and I might as well just get some wool just in case I get into a bind and need a bed. So I'll be back shortly. Alright, here's this ruined portal that I was talking about, and while I was here, I went ahead and chopped a whole bunch of birch, because I know I've got saplings at home, but I don't have a ton of bone meal to speed up the process, so I chopped a bunch of birch trees down because I've been low on it, and I need some of it for the build. So we got 58 more logs. Ooh, and glistering melon. I know I can utilize that for one of the potions that I was looking at, but I can't remember which one it is. Ooh, sharpness 4, efficiency 4. That's kind of nice. I guess I don't really care about the fire charge. I will take that just so I have it, and some gold pants. And really, I only needed one more piece of obsidian, but this is another thing. I feel like while I'm here, it would be kind of silly not to just grab all this, because then I've got this obsidian for other purposes, I guess. And then it might not be a bad idea too, like I did with the other ruined portal, to pull all this down, because then I've got this for building materials as well. It'll save me time later with, ooh, and actually, I'm going to pull out, oh, I don't have any dirt. This will save me time later when it comes to just like smelting and crafting stone bricks like this, because I'm definitely going to use this for part of the build. So I'm going to pull all this down just like the other portal, just for the purpose of resources, you know. Ooh, crap. Oh, that didn't even damage me. Look at that. And I'm feeling a lot better now that I've got potions, because for one, I know that now I don't have to be as concerned about taking damage, which is super nice. And then also the fact that just that one potion got me back up to full and I was down to 4 hearts. It's super nice knowing that, like, I think life is going to be a little bit easier now that I have potions. And I knew all along that was going to be the case. I just needed to actually get there and find the blaze and stuff. So potions are one of the most valuable items to me now, seeing as natural regen is off. So I'm going to pull the rest of this obsidian down, and I'll grab the crying obsidian as well, just that way I have that. And I will check back with you shortly. So something else I realized I should do while I was over in this direction is I was running low on dark oak, and the last dark oak tree that I planted by my base, I didn't get enough saplings to grow another one, because from what I can tell, you have to have 4 to grow one. You can't just grow it with 1. So came over and I already had like a little over half a stack on me, so I chopped probably 2.5 stacks worth, and I've got 12 saplings now. And I was waiting to see if any more would drop here, but I've lost patience, so I think I'm gonna leave. So that's another. Look at the little baby turtle! Oh my! Look how tiny! He's so small. Oh, look at his little legs when you push him around. That's so cute. Look at that. That's adorable. but yeah, so I've got another couple stacks worth of dark oak, and then the actual saplings that I need now to be able to grow more. Because that was really unfortunate the other day when I grew one, and then it didn't drop enough saplings to grow another one. So, but I'm probably, I mean, at this point, since I've got some other blocks that I'm utilizing for the base, it's kind of nice because of the fact that I don't necessarily, I don't need maybe as much dark oak as I was thinking I was going to, because now I'm kind of working with different blocks because of the fact that I'm using mangrove as well as quartz, so it's not like everything on this build is just dark oak, but I figured I was going to need a ton of it regardless. Oh yeah, and also, now that I think about it, we're actually using like 4 blocks because I've been using birch as well. So, plenty of blocks happening in this build. And then, so here's the problem. I've reached capacity in my inventory, and I don't necessarily want to drop anything, but one of the things that I'm thinking is I'm really low on coal, and since I'm seeing some surface coal here, I wonder if I should just drop a couple things and grab coal, because coal has been a big problem since I've been using so much to light my area. And I guess, I probably can just drop the flint and steel. I mean, that's easy to make again. But everything else I feel like I want. I mean, I know that these stone bricks are not super important, but I've kind of been feeling like since I'm going to use them in some of the paths and stuff that I'm going to build, and probably other various builds too, I feel like I should avoid dropping those. So I guess on my way home, I'll kind of stop off and grab some coal and stuff like that. But again, my inventory is so full, I feel like I can't make too many pit stops because I've already made multiple and grab stuff. So once I get back to the house, or the town center, I guess, what I'll do is I will clear out my inventory again, and then I'm thinking probably what's next is to head over to probably both of the villages that I've explored so far, because I think it's only been 2, unless I kind of feel like I found a third one though. Maybe I did find a third one, but regardless, I remember in the first village that I went to in the very first episode, there were a decent amount of bookshelves, so I think that's probably next order of business is to go over there and grab. What is this? Is this concrete? Oh, this is terracotta. I didn't know that this would just spawn randomly like this. Let me pull out. Hang on, I'm gonna check around this real fast, because does this mean that there's something here, or does this just randomly spawn? I guess I didn't realize that terracotta would just randomly spawn. And look, there's another. What just broke? What was the glass that just broke? There's another color of terracotta down here too. That's interesting. Wait a second. Is this a whole thing that I don't know about? Like, what is this? Because there's brick down here too. This is definitely something that's been added that I don't know how it works, clearly. Or like why it spawns, because I've never seen this before. And hang on. Okay, so now I'm feeling like I really have got to figure out what to do with all the stuff in my inventory, because I'd like to grab this terracotta so I have it. But I don't know what to drop. So I ended up dropping some stuff that I kind of wanted, but I think, I don't know, in some ways I'm thinking maybe I'm prioritizing some of the wrong stuff here and there, just because, as we've talked about before, there's so much that's been added to the game that I don't necessarily know about, and I don't always know what's valuable anymore and what isn't, and like what's hard to find, and I don't know. So I did end up, I dropped some of the food that I had on me because it was all raw, and it's like, it's whatever, I can get that again. Because I figure it's probably not a bad idea to pick up all this terracotta, because there's light gray, red, gray, which I don't know why that's gray, that looks brown, and then black glazed terracotta, so that's pretty cool too. And I don't know if this is like, I would assume that I can craft terracotta, but there's part of me that's wondering, is this the type of thing that you really only find in pockets like this, and it's best that I go ahead and grab it? I mean, I know I could always come back here eventually, so again, that just all goes to show I don't really know. So I may be prioritizing the wrong stuff in my inventory, especially considering we're not that far away from spawn, so I could just come back here and get this stuff. But I was also, part of the reason, too, that I was digging through here is because I've been curious, is there anything else underneath all this? Or is this just like a pocket of... And see, what is that glass breaking noise? Like, that's another thing that I don't really know about. What does that mean? And why does all this stuff spawn randomly down here like this? I don't really understand it. So there's a whole bunch of just like random blocks down here, stuff that I couldn't pick up. Ooh, and actually, since I just cleared another inventory slot, I should probably pick up the flint that I've dropped, because I don't feel like I need any of this other stuff. I mean, I know, using the logic that I've been using of like I should pick up the stuff that could possibly be rare, I know that means I should probably be picking up the bricks, because of the fact that like they're not super cheap to make. And there was a hole, oh, it must have been over here. There was a spot where I was dropping stuff that I didn't need, and I want to pick up the flint that was in there. Oh, it may have been 5 minutes. It may have already despawned. Yeah, so it may, who knows, it may have been better for me, instead of like keeping the stone brick stuff, to pick up the actual brick stuff. I don't really know. But I need to get out of here. So I think I've kind of picked up everything that I care about for now. Again, I don't know exactly what that's all about. I would assume that that's just something that was added that spawns in areas like this. So I'm gonna have to do some research on that. I always feel like I always feel so clueless. I feel like an idiot, because I know that most people watching probably played pretty extensively and are gonna know like what each update has brought and things like that. But I don't know those things. Oh yeah, this is that witch's hut that I was in. I grabbed the cauldron out of there, which is one of the cauldrons set up around my brew stand. And so I guess now I'm going to head back. I'm going to clear out my inventory, and then we'll head over to one of the villages, or maybe both, and try to get some bookshelves to get enchanting going. And now that I've come over to the ruined portal, I've got the obsidian I need to actually get my enchantment table going. So that's going to be super, super nice. Alright, so my inventory is clear, and this is always the spot in like a new world in Minecraft where I love seeing all of my resources, I guess, grow. Like, it's cool seeing that like chests are filling and stuff. And man, that freezing drives me nuts every time. It's nice seeing that my chests are filling and things like that, and like, I mean, even just opening a chest and it being like, look at all those stacks of wood, and you end up just using it all, but still, it's just like, my whole point is, it's nice seeing resources grow. This is my most full chest, and it's my most valuable resource right now, all this dirt. I mean, look at all that. It's amazing. So now that my inventory is clear, I want to go over to the village, but now that I ended up grabbing some more coal while I was out and about, what I would like to do real fast is I'm going to go and do one more torch run. Before I started recording again, I went ahead and did half a stack of torches, so now we'll go throw another half stack down. Because I think that there's really only a couple more spots that I feel need to be lit. Now that this hill is down, there's some dark patches here, so I think that lighting this up a bit more is probably smart. But then really the main spot that I've been noticing that seems to be dark is over by the farm. Because I've noticed that every time I've gone out and done a torch run the past couple of days, for whatever reason, I've sort of gone in the other direction, and then by the time I get over here, I go, oh, that's right, all of this isn't lit, and I don't even have torches on me anymore anyway. So I want to get sort of a somewhat large radius surrounding the farm lit up, because then I can run over here too during the night. Woo! Yeah, see, there's a lot of stuff that spawns over in this area. So I want a big radius here too, because then I can come over to the farm and I don't have to worry about this stuff. And this is not good. This is very bad. Oh, look at all the coal over here. I should come back and grab this. This skeleton though, him and his aimbot, my goodness. And it's nice that I don't have to worry quite as much now though about issues like this, because of the fact that I've actually got healing. So that's super convenient. But yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about, that I've got this whole area over here that's not well lit. So that's kind of my I would say this area is my biggest problem. Look at these guys fighting it out. So let me clear all of I'm going to try to clear some of this and then light this up a little bit more. I don't have any more torches left on me, though, so... Would you stop? Can you just let me hit you, please? Thank you. My goodness. Skeletons are, like, the worst thing. Yeah, I would say skeletons are probably... I don't know. They've got to be in, like, top 3 worst mobs. Just with how frustrating they are because of their range. So all this, yeah, I feel like this whole ridge here is going to need to be lit up. Because, see, yeah, stuff is going to probably continue to spawn right in this patch over here, too. And I should, before I die... I should drink the other potion that's in my inventory. I'm going to do that right here and right now. I'm going to drink this bad boy. So I'm down to 2. So let's see. Will that bring me all the way back up to full? This is another test that I've been curious about. If this will bring me back to full. Because if so, then I may stick with just making regen 2 potions for a while. Because that's pretty good if it takes me all the way back. Yeah, and it does, and I still have some time left, it looks like. So, yeah, so I feel like regen 2s are probably a good thing to stick with for now, since I can get very, very low, and it's going to take me back to full. So that was a good test. I totally meant to come out here and take all that damage. That way I could test real fast. So, super, super useful. Very good thing. Very on purpose. So let me do this real fast. I'm gonna grab a couple pieces of wood off of here instead of going back home, because I figure while it's nighttime, I should probably get this spot over here lit while I can see the darkness and just get this out of the way now, instead of coming back later. It's probably gonna be way too many sticks though. How many do you get from that? 56. I can probably pop all those down real fast. So I think everything... Ooh, you know what? Actually, that should probably be lit out there, too. I was going to say, I wanted to scan everything over here and see if I need to light anything. And this definitely should be lit. Ooh, that goes kind of... I should go check that out eventually, too. That might lead down to a cave and stuff. But I think, yeah, I almost feel good about everything that's lit. I feel like we're kind of getting to a point where I'm not as concerned about feeling like I need to go to sleep when it gets dark. Because that's a huge reason why I'm doing this, is I want to be able to just not even worry really about nighttime when I'm at home. And be able to just go, you know what, whatever, everything's lit, nothing's going to spawn near me, so I'm just going to stay awake and keep working on whatever I'm working on. I think that'll make my life very nice. It'll make my life very nice. Okay, so all this is good. The sun's almost up, so I'm not really going to be able to tell super well what isn't lit. But I think... Oh yeah, this was a patch here that I was saying I felt like stuff was going to spawn here. And then I want to kind of work my way out this way too a little bit. Because I feel like if I work my way out this way a bit, then I'll probably end up having a big enough radius around the farm to where I can come all the way over here at night and not have any issues. I was nervous about that creeper. I didn't know if he was still following me. Let's battle it out real fast here, though, my friend. That way you don't cause any issues. Okay, 19 more. Yeah, so let me pop these 19 extra torches down, and finally we will go over and grab those bookshelves and finally get enchanting going. Excuse me. All right, I'm almost over to the village, and this was something that I realized the other day. Ooh, I just almost walked off. This is something I need to come check out eventually, too. This looks really cool. So I definitely want to come down and explore that eventually. There's also this over here. And I think I noticed all of this in the first episode, but then I totally forgot that these spots were over here. And actually, let's run over this super fast and just see if this looks promising. I mean, it looks huge. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it might... Looks like it probably leads down to some stuff. So I should totally come and explore these relatively soon, because then I can... I'm sure I can find some more diamond in those. And like I said, I feel like I'm just consistently running out of coal right now because of all the torching that I'm doing. So I really need to deal with my coal issue. And I would say that I'm relatively low on, should I take this? I don't, actually I feel like I probably don't need it. I also feel like I'm relatively low on iron right now. I've used a decent amount of it, and I think a big reason for that is because of the fact that I had to craft so much of it in my nether adventures, my nether issues. And I'm trying to find the place that had bookshelves. I feel like it was up on the hill from what I remember. But yeah, so I should definitely come and explore those caves soon, because some of my resources are severely lacking, and definitely in terms of diamonds, my resources are very, very low. And I feel like that's always in most worlds I've played in. Oh yeah, this is terracotta also. I could come break down some of these houses too if I want more terracotta. I feel like in most of... Ooh. This is a guy I should definitely bring home. I'm definitely going to need a librarian. Most playthroughs or Let's Plays and stuff that I've done, and even just worlds I've created on my own time over the years, I feel like that's always been the case for me. I'm always very low on diamonds. I've never really... I don't frequently go out and just really do a long caving expedition and get as many diamonds as I can. So I need to do that this time around. And I remember what the building looked like, I feel like. But where the heck is... I'm going to take this bell also. I didn't notice this last time. I would like to take that home and put it in my home, or around my home. Maybe it was this one. Maybe that's the one that I remember seeing bookshelves in. Because I'm sure that one of these had it, and I think that both villages had bookshelves, if I'm not mistaken. So it might be a good idea to go to the other one too. And the only reason why I decided to do this and actually run over here to grab them is because I figured that this could potentially save time and resources, but now that it's taken me so long to actually find the bookshelves, it may be better to just craft my own. Because I've got plenty of... I've got plenty of sugarcane, so it's not like I don't have the resources. Yeah, so what did that give me? That gave me 12 books. Yeah, this was not worth it. So I'm going to go home, and I'm just going to craft the stuff that I need. I'm also going to take this lectern, I think. That's what that is, right? Yeah, it's a lectern. All right, I'm going to go home, and I'm going to craft the bookshelves myself, and then we'll make an actual enchantment table, too. Whenever I'm doing these long runs from one area to another in this world, I always just kind of pick up resources as I run. So I grab some more sugarcane there, and I always end up with like more food and stuff like that, and it's kind of nice. I try to use these runs somewhat productively, so that I'm not just running from location A to location B with my eyes locked on where I'm going. Instead, I try to pick up some stuff. Ooh, this is probably something I should explore eventually too. I feel like there's a lot of areas that have good potential for some good caving that I just haven't really looked at yet. And like I was saying, I really got to get all this chopped down, but I love the look of mangrove, but it's so annoying to take care of everything that it leaves behind. So let me clear my inventory real fast, and actually is all of my, yeah. So see, I've got a decent amount of raw stuff right now, so I really need to get all this stuff cooked up. This lectern that I have, I don't actually even know what that does, so I'm going to save that for a rainy day. Scratch that. I'm going to save it for just another day, and use it for something. I guess I can stick that inside of my miscellaneous chest here. So I've got a ton of flint now, so I feel like that's going to be helpful until I'm able to get all the villagers over here that I need to be able to just trade with, and then that'll make it easier to get all the stuff that I need. And see, I feel like I'm being relatively organized here. I feel like I've got like a chest for everything. I'm starting to actually remember where stuff goes. The only problem is I'm forgetting to put it in there as I pass by, and then I have to run back. Because I think, you know what? Ooh, you know what we could do with this bell? Let's do this just for the time being. I'm going to put it on top of this, I think. Can I? Oh, wait, actually, can you hang it? You can. I'm just going to... Yeah, I'll just stick it there for now. Because I don't know what I want to do with it. So I'm just going to leave it there. How do you... Oh, can you not... Can you not activate it, though? Why can I not... Oh, there we go. Wait, so do you right-click it? Yeah, you gotta right-click it. That's weird. It seems like you gotta hit it from just the right angle, though. I don't understand that. Alright, so let's go get all the sugarcane, or at least a good chunk of it. Because this, what? I think 3 makes 3 pieces of paper. So I'm just gonna go get a bunch of sugarcane from over at the farm. Get a bunch of paper. I've got plenty of wood. And then I think you what? It's like 6 planks, and then I feel like it's 6 planks and then 3 books for 1 bookshelf, I think. So the challenge here is still going to be what I was talking about yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to set this up right here like I wanted to, because the problem is going to be, am I going to be able to get enough bookshelves around it to be able to get 30 levels? And I don't know that that's going to be possible. So I may end up having to put my enchanting area elsewhere, unfortunately, but I really wanted it right here. So I don't know what I'm going to put there then. I don't know if I should do a secondary brew station there, possibly. Like, just to make everything look even, or what? Or maybe that could be my bedroom. Maybe it could just be a little tiny bedroom. I'll stick my bed there. I don't know. I want it to be like symmetrical. I don't want to have a square over on that side of the portal and then not have something over here. So I guess we'll see. So I should be able to at least make my enchantment table. Cause you need, boom. Okay. Enchanter, sweet. So let me just turn this into a bunch of paper. I don't know, again, I don't know how much I'm going to need. I'm probably going to end up going overkill. But then let me grab tons and tons of wood. I guess I'll use the dark oak since I've got a bunch of that right now. And I haven't planted any more dark oak for the time being because I don't really know like how much I'm going to need. So I decided I'll kind of focus on getting a decent amount of mangrove stuff chopped down for the time being. What's up, buddy? What you doing? So I'll focus on that for the time being, and then I can worry about dark oak again. Wait, okay, so clearly, wait, hang on, so I'm doing this wrong then. Oh, because you have to, duh, okay, so you have to make the books first. Ooh, I'm a librarian. Wait, so then how do you make... Oh, that's right, you have to have leather to make the books. Okay, it's good that I've been breeding cows, because I totally forgot about the leather aspect of this whole thing. So then I think, let's just make a ton of books here, and then, okay, so that's 12 bookshelves. So let me start with that and just give this a shot. So one of the things I was thinking is, what if I put the enchantment table there, and I don't know if it hurts your chances at levels if the books are actually touching it, because I know usually they need to be like 1 block away. So let's try this real fast. I just want to see how much this will get me. So let's just say that. Oh wait, but if I hang on, I need the lapis too. It looked like it said only level 1s though, so I'm guessing they can't be touching. So I'm assuming that means that I'm gonna have to. Yeah, it's only level 1. So yeah, so that means I'm gonna have to move this, I guess. Unless, here's what I could do. I guess let's try this. So if I take this off real fast, what if I put, even though, again, I don't like that this is going to look different over here, but what if I put the bookshelves there instead? And I know this is sort of wasting wood doing it this way, but if I put the bookshelves around the edge instead, that could potentially work. Ooh, or what if I did this? Could I put them here? I mean, that's going to make this whole thing deeper than this one, but I guess that could work. Maybe let's try that real quick, because then at least the upper layer is still mangrove, I guess. And then also, wait, the other thing that I guess I want to do is, did I use, yeah, so that's what I'm missing, is I'm missing leather. So let's try this then. Let me break this back down. This is all trial and error since there's so much about the game that I don't know now. So it's just error and trial and error. And that corner stair, oh, it fixed it. Never mind. Okay, so if that's there, and I don't have a shovel on me, so if that's there, and then I instead put the bookshelves on the edge here, let me just see if that even gets me like to a higher level. Let's check that out. So that does kind of work. So where'd my pick go? So let's try this real fast. If I put this around all the edges, like so, and I don't know that I would even need the corners. I probably wouldn't. So let's try without the corners first and just see what kind of level that can get me. Because before it looked like it was getting all the way up to level 6. So with this amount in there, what will that get me to? So that gets me to 16. Okay, so I'm gonna need to go slaughter a few cows and get some leather from them real fast. Oh, and my phallic shaped objects have grown a bit as well. It's kind of nice. So let me breed these real fast, and then I'll slaughter some of the adults, get some more leather. See, this pen is still not full. Like, you can see that it's not full when they're all like pushed into a corner. Ooh, whoops! Opening up chests. You guys just make all of the babies, and then I'm gonna slaughter a few of you. I feel like there's still hearts, so there's still some wanting to make the love. Okay, that's probably good. Let me just kill a few of these. I wish that I already had a looting sword, but that's what we're working towards right now with enchanting and stuff. And of course getting villagers, that'll help too. So let me slaughter these. I will get some more bookshelves going, and I will be back momentarily. After all that, I only ended up with 31 leather, but I ended up with over a stack of beef. So clearly cows drop a lot more beef than they do leather, which I guess is fine. But in this current situation, I would prefer the beef. So I'm just gonna get all that cooking because I've been kind of low, and then I'm gonna drop the rest of this. Wait, so that means actually I've got a lot in here already too. That's a lot of beef, and that's what I had been saying. I wanted to get to the point where I had a ton of beef available, because I feel like that gives you the most saturation. All right, so I'll get 4 more bookshelves there, and then I need, I mean, you know what? I'm not even gonna count. I'm just gonna make all of these for right now, and we'll see what I end up needing, I guess. So that'll fill me out to there. So let's see, what level does that get me? That gets me to 24. So what happens? I'm gonna try these corners and see if that affects anything. Oh, and you know what I should also test though, possibly, is because I'm not good, so I can't jump out. Well, actually, if I stand on here, I can jump out of here. So hang on, let me test a couple things real fast. So we need, let's say, 6 more bookshelves for the time being, I guess. And why does my pick keep ending up there? I'm not sure about that one. So let's put 1 there, and then 1 here. Oh wait, actually, I could try the corners real fast, like the corners in there, because that's what I was curious about, is if that affects anything. Okay, so these out here do not appear to do anything. I'm guessing because they're probably too close. So let's try these corners real fast, and if I put them there, if that changes anything. Because again, I don't really know what ultimately affects it. And I think that probably what I need to do too is, if I put this back down, does it also, like, does that block it or anything? Ooh, so that does work. Okay, perfect. So let's do this then. Let's do these corners as well, and that should get me all the way up to where I can do 30 level enchants. So this may work out better than I was thinking it might. Okay, 1 more, and then let's test this and see. With the mangrove on top of those, if I pop that in there, perfect. Okay, sweet. So I can get level 30 enchants. I've only got level 20, like enough levels for 20 right now. But then on this floor, I'm going to pop this down real fast. Something else that I'm curious about is, Let me grab the quartz half slabs. I think I stuck them, I stuck them in here. If I were to put this along the edges of here, is that going to block this to where it doesn't work anymore? Let's see real fast. Yes, it doesn't. It does not. That is awesome. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. So this still is not exactly what I was wanting. But I think that this works. Because, like, I think the only thing that bothers me is the fact that this is a little bit higher. And I don't feel like there's a way... I don't feel that there's a way necessarily that I can combat that. Maybe I could, though. I feel like that's something for a later date, though. Because I guess I could... maybe push this down. Possibly. Like, I could push it all down by a block and then put the quartz, like, surrounding it. But I don't know. So maybe that'll be something I do at a later date. But that means that this whole thing is set up. And I do like the look of this. I think that looks good. And it's not like I really have to drop down here now that I think about it. Even though, like, I was trying to make it where it was like this. Or I could just walk back up. But... even though I've got to jump from down here, I'm never going to really need to actually go down there because I can reach it from here. So that should be totally fine. So I'm really happy with that, actually. And like I said, I think that what we'll probably do is push this down by one block and then do the same type of thing here where it's like the half slabs are surrounding the brewing stand. But that'll probably be something that I do another day, I'm thinking. But then I feel like there was something else that I wanted to do today, but I don't totally remember what it was. So what I'm going to do real fast is I'm going to do some potions quickly, because what I think would probably be a good idea to do is if I use up the rest of this fuel, then once I use all that fuel, then I can push this down a block, because that's part of the reason I don't really want to do it now, is because I don't really want to waste any blaze powder. For the time being, I guess. So I guess I'm just going to do a ton of potions for now. And then I can worry about once I've utilized... oh, wait. Hang on. So that's an awkward potion. And then don't I have to... That's right. I totally forgot. I didn't even have to look it up. I just remembered. I have to have gas here. So I literally can't do any more right now. So regardless, once that fuel's done, we'll push this down. So I think I'm going to wrap for today. Tomorrow, I might end up having to go back into the nether for a bit, because I definitely need to get more gas tiers. And then I also am going to need more quartz to kind of work some of this stuff out, like here. And then I think that I'm going to want more quartz for some other stuff as well. There's probably going to be some other design pieces within this build that I'm going to want quartz for. And, oh yeah, so this now can be my enchanting chest. So I think I'll just put a book in there, because I'm going to keep enchanting-related stuff in there since this is brewing. Oh, or actually, now that I think about it, this bottom chest is not being necessarily used. So even though I keep moving this horse armor, I'm going to put the horse armor up in here. I actually want to flip these around. And then instead, what I'll do is I'll put how much stuff do I have in here right now? Yeah, so I'll put my enchanting stuff in here, because then it's closer to where the enchantment table actually is. And something else that I can probably do real fast before I wrap the episode is, now that I have all of this birch, and I should never need the logs themselves, so I'm just going to turn this all into planks, I think. We'll just kind of put the excess up here. So I've been needing more birch slabs, because I've got this whole thing along the upper edge, and that was probably way too many slabs. But I've got this whole thing that I've been doing, because I think that once I actually get the walls up and stuff, I think that this will look good. Who knows? I may be placing all of this down and then ending up deciding that it looks like trash once the walls are actually built the way that I want them to be. But for the time being, I feel like this looks okay. But one of the things I was considering is, if instead of keeping it flush like this, what if I like moved it out to here and then it was like a lining along the exterior wall? So I guess that's kind of going to be something that I'm going to have to test as we really get the walls up. But for now, I'm just going to have it as an inner thing here. And then if I end up needing to make it where it's like inner right here, but then it moves to the edge here, who knows? That might be the case. But Anyway, so that's going to wrap us for today. Tomorrow, we will kind of continue along with all these different projects that I'm in the middle of. And so thanks for checking out today's episode. If you enjoyed it, I would highly appreciate if you would leave a like, maybe a comment, and also hit subscribe. So thanks for checking out today's episode, and I will talk to you tomorrow.